In Gaza, the scenes are horrific. Israeli airstrikes continue to pound the strip. The death toll keeps rising. Like I said, more than 4,000 people have been killed. More than 1,500 of them are children. And this number is likely to rise as Israel intensifies its offensive. Last night, an Israeli airstrike hit a Greek Orthodox church, the St. Porphyrius Church in Gaza. It is the oldest church in the Gaza Strip, and it was housing Palestinian Christians. Initial reports suggest 18 of them have been killed in the strike.
They came here to escape the airstrikes and the destruction. They thought they were safe here. The destruction followed them.
Israel has not denied the strike, but it says it did not hit the church directly. The IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, says their target was a Hamas command center. That's what they struck. It led to an explosion, and that's what hit the church. So Israel is not denying its role. It is offering a technicality. Either way, it's problematic. On Tuesday, it was a hospital that was hit. Israel denied that. They blamed Palestinian Jihad for that strike, and they offered proof. On Thursday, it was a Greek Orthodox church. Israel says it did not directly hit it. It was striking other targets. Both may be true, but the rising civilian casualties are not helping Israel's case. When the war started on 7th October, the public sentiment was on Israel's side. 14 days later, it is shifting. Because while going after Hamas can be justified, the death of 4,000 civilians cannot be. And the pictures from Gaza make it look worse. They have no food, no electricity. They're running out of water. Hospitals are overflowing with patients. Morgues are filled beyond capacity. Hundreds are struck under the rubble. And 1 million people are displaced.
Every time we settled in one place, we were told it was dangerous. Every time we were going to rest, we were told that it's unsafe. We couldn't eat or even rest.
We cannot describe the life that we are living. We were living in our safe homes, and our biggest hope is to secure a tent. Everyone is living in their own homes, and we only ask for a tent and safety.
If this is not a humanitarian disaster, what is? The United Nations Secretary General agrees. Today, Antonio Guterres landed in Egypt. He visited the Rafah crossing, the checkpoint between Egypt and Gaza, and this is what he had to say.
It is impossible to be here and not to feel a broken heart. We are witnessing a paradox. Behind these walls, we have 2 million people that is suffering enormously, that has no water, no food, no medicine, no fuel, that is under fire, that needs everything to survive.
Biden promised aid to Gaza. Egypt promised aid to Gaza. Israel agreed to let the aid pass, but Gaza has got no aid. Not yet. You see, the Gaza Strip has 7 border crossings. 6 of them are with Israel. 1 of them is with Egypt. That's the Rafah crossing. Since the war began, it's been closed. But aid was supposed to pass into the Strip through Rafah. Egypt says the Rafah crossing has been bombed 4 times, which means the only road to Gaza is damaged and needs repair. Egyptian diggers are already repairing that road. Hundreds of aid lorries are waiting outside. The moment it's done, they will enter Gaza. But even with the aid, there's a problem. Israel says it will only agree to allow food, water, and medicines to pass through. What Gaza needs is also fuel. It needs this fuel to power hospitals, but it may not come anytime soon. Also, only 20 trucks will be allowed to pass in the first round. That's because of Israel's concerns. They want to ensure that the supplies do not reach Hamas. They want the United Nations to check them. And what does the UN say? It says 20 trucks of aid won't do. More should be allowed.
So these trucks are not just trucks. They are a lifeline. They are the difference between life and death for so many people in Gaza. And to see them stuck here makes me be very clear. What we need is to make them move. To make them move to the other side of this wall. To make them move as quickly as possible and as many as possible.
Either way, aid remains the priority right now, and it must reach the Strip soon. Time is running out as a humanitarian catastrophe looms. And it seems the world is watching helplessly.